Welcome to the debate. Today we're looking at Agrico Agriculture Development, a Qatari company, and specifically the meaning behind their USDA organic certification, especially as they push exports into neighboring Gulf countries.
Right, it's a fascinating example, isn't it? High-tech agriculture really thriving in, well, tough conditions and clearly aiming for regional leadership.
So the central question we're grappling with is, what's the main significance of a Qatari agricultural firm exporting regionally, going for this globally known US-based organic certification? My position is that this really shows a deep fundamental commitment to rigorous universal organic standards. Integrity, basically.
I see it, well, slightly differently. Look, the commitment is admirable, no question. But I'd argue the certification is primarily a strategic tool. It's about maximizing their market access and, building brand trust within that specific Gulf region. It's essentially a passport for their really impressive innovation.
Well, the source material itself calls the USDA organic seal a, quote, globally recognized symbol of quality. Now, when Agrico, a Qatari company, gets certified by an Italian body, an accredited Italian body, mind you, to meet an American standard, that says something significant. They're deliberately choosing a global benchmark known for being strict about, synthetic pesticides, fertilizers, GMOs. That decision, that structure, it points to the integrity of the process itself being the core driver. It's about healthy, safe food.
Okay, that's a fair point on integrity, but what about the context here? Agrico's real success story is built on overcoming huge technical challenges. They've got patented hydroponic systems, significant R&D, collaborations with places like Texas A&M, Qatar University. The innovation itself is, in many ways, the quality guarantee. The certification then acts more like an administrative key, a strategic piece that lets them export these premium products efficiently to those neighboring Gulf countries where there's this huge high demand for quality organic produce. It helps position them.
But doesn't that innovation fundamentally need a standard that people recognize and trust? The whole point of avoiding those synthetic inputs, which is, the heart of the USDA definition, that's what makes the product premium in the consumer's eyes, whether it's grown hydroponically or not. That avoidance, externally verified, signals quality and justifies the price. Without that USDA stamp, is the innovative growing method enough on its own? I'm not sure.
I'm not quite convinced the inherent value completely trumps the strategic angle, especially in this very competitive regional market. You have to consider the utility of that specific USDA label within the Gulf. It just brings immediate cachet, immediate trust across borders, which is much faster than building it locally, country by country. Agrico is a pioneer, right? The material mentions they were only the third country globally using their particular hydroponic tech. That kind of innovation leadership, I think, might actually be more powerful long-term than the specific label itself. The certification's immediate power is guaranteeing trust fast for their export network. And that speed, well, it's critical when you look at the bigger picture. There's soaring regional demand for quality organic stuff. So you need a globally recognized standard to make distribution quick and robust. And importantly, this fits perfectly with Qatar's National Vision 2030, boosting self-sufficiency, cutting down on imports, making rapid inroads into export markets becomes a national strategic goal, maybe even more pressing than just adhering to a standard for its own sake.
Okay, I absolutely see the strategic alignment, the national goals, the export drive. That's undeniable. But that whole strategy, it falls apart pretty quickly if the product integrity, the very thing guaranteed by that tough standard, isn't there, right? The USDA seal isn't just, a nice sticker for marketing. It's a verifiable promise. It ensures the high quality that lets them call their products premium for export actually meets an objective benchmark. Without proving they meet that exact standard, their success in export markets could be, well, fragile, regardless of the fancy hydroponics. The standard is the bedrock for that premium claims integrity.
So we seem to agree the standard is necessary for the strategy. I just maintain it's the strategic need that drove the choice of this particular standard, rather than some abstract commitment to universal principles first.
I'd still emphasize that Agrico's achievement, getting certified internationally against a U.S. benchmark, It really highlights the fundamental importance of sticking to strict global standards for producing safe, environmentally sound food. That rigorous commitment itself is the key message here.
And I'd summarize by saying that the USDA certification, viewed alongside their, frankly, cutting-edge tech and their determined push into these high-demand golf markets, is best seen as a really potent strategic asset. It maximizes the return on their investment in both innovation and sustainability within that specific regional context.
Indeed. I think considering both aspects, the meticulous commitment to the standard and its undeniable strategic value in the market, gives us a much richer, fuller picture of Agricos's really quite remarkable success.